Ooh, you feel that frying pan sizzling? We're about to jump into the fire. It's an election year, people, and Grandpa Joe's numbers aren't looking too good. But cannabis might just come to his rescue since the DEA is deciding right now if they should reschedule it. And since 7 out of 10 voters support cannabis, it could be the tide that raises his ship. It's pretty hard to ignore cannabis these days. Ohio was the last state to pass recreational weed with 58% of the popular vote. It's a Republican state that's a bellwether for the country, and they are right on the sentiment with what we're all feeling. A recent poll said a whopping 70% of Americans think cannabis should be legal. People are more pro-marijuana than they are pro-Biden or Trump. 38 states are medical. Half the country is already fully legal. So I don't think we're going to be skating past the cannabis question this election like we have in the past. And Biden knows this. He's not playing, he's playing for those votes for sure. He's not too far back. He did a couple of rounds of pardons for federal low-level marijuana offenses, and each time he got a bump in approval rating. It jumped 11 points after people heard about the rescheduling review of cannabis that he initiated, but it's all especially popular with the younger voters between 18 and 25, where 83% said he should reschedule it. Gen Z is 40 million strong, and they've shown a tendency to show up at the polls at historic rates compared to previous decades. But Sleepy Joe ain't doing too great. His approval sits at a miserable 33%, where Trump was chilling at 45% at the same point in his presidency. The pardons gave him a little boost, but nothing to shore up support, with more people criticizing the move than people clapping for him. He's getting dinged for the economy, inflation, and everything else that's going wrong, and now Republicans are trying to impeach him. So he needs all the support he can get. He's been touting his pardons and scheduling initiative as victories, but he still won't come out and support legal cannabis. Legalization would be a huge win in his column and shore up the confidence of a wavering base. And if he's not careful, someone else just might legalize it for him. No one knows what Trump thinks. He supports statewide legalization, but he also made it easier to federally prosecute in a legal state. But Nikki Haley says she'll go with the scientists on this one, saying it's obviously not a Schedule I drug. So if Joe doesn't pull the trigger, she just might.